Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between ShoWTimE and Bly on Dusk Towers. In the bottom side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is ShoWTimE. And in the top side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Bly. Alright, two of the better European players of StarCraft 2 professionally right now. And let's get right on into it. Alright, so I assume ShoWTimE will go for a Nexus first, because that build is pretty darn popular here on Dusk Towers against Zerg. So there's the pylon, and yeah, saving up for, let's see, either a gateway or a Nexus at this point. Let's see if he hits 150, if he's going to go over there. No, he's saving up for a Nexus first. Alright, fantastic. Bly and ShoWTimE, we're talking about somebody who blind counters Bly, and some laughs there, and some eyebrows, and a hatch first here from Bly. That makes more sense from the Zerg player. We do see that pretty much consistently against Protoss, no matter what map it is. Bly is saying something was done 3 times from 5 games. There was some conversation there, but I think I missed the first part of it. And yeah, there's the Nexus first coming up from ShoWTimE. So, Nexus first here, and in response, Bly has a couple of options. He can go for a 2-base type timing play, try to get up here and crush ShoWTimE's attempt at doing this, or maybe try to deny a 3rd base while expanding on his own, or go for a quick 3rd that ShoWTimE is actually delaying fairly effectively here. Throwing down a pylon? Oh, Bly. All Bly wants to do is get a 3rd hatch down, and now he's not going to be able to. That is so good. Such a great play by the red Protoss player. Spawning pool's on the way, but it's so far from being complete. No lings will be available to knock that thing down, and I guess Bly could expand down here, but you have to worry about that high ground area, and your 3rd base over here is just so far away. So hard to defend 1, 2, and 3 on that mini-map. Yeah, ShoWTimE lets this thing finish, and as soon as some lings are available, he'll knock it down. But for now, oh my gosh, is he going to block this one too? ShoWTimE! ShoWTimE, you genius, you. Look at this. Bly does come down and try to take the 3rd anyway. Can't do it. Just can't do it. This delay is absolutely mind-blowing. And now does he give up? Does ShoWTimE give up on this? I think he kind of does. All right, Bly says, I'll take my 3rd here, I guess. I mean, it's 2 minutes into the game. I'd rather have that about a minute or so ago. That's going to hurt my economy, but I will do it. I will do it anyway, for I am a stoic Zerg player. Yeah, that's still up. Lings are coming over to knock it on down. They'll get there eventually. Right now, the income tab does show 24 to 19 harvesters. ShoWTimE is definitely in the lead on that one, as to be expected, considering this is a 2-base versus a 2-base type play. Chrono boosting workers on both of these Nexuses is ShoWTimE. Cybernetics core is just now completing. The question of the day is, what is ShoWTimE going to get after the Cyber Core? Put your votes in now. The answer is a Stargate opening. So might just open up here Phoenix, which again is super good against Zerg in the current meta of Legacy of the Void. Phoenix just do so well with the harassment. They do well against Mutos. They can kill Overlords, they can kill Workers, they can kill Queens. They just have multiple things that they can do. You can't win the game with Phoenix because they don't kill buildings, but you can make your opponent leave sometimes if you have enough harassment done in the early game. Alright, a couple lings are coming up just to check, make sure there's not a quick 3rd Nexus that ShoWTimE can't defend here. But no, ShoWTimE's too smart for that. He has a single Zealot holding the line and is waiting on that Stargate to really get things going. So that 3rd hatch is about to pop for Bly. He won't be too far behind where he needs to be against the Protoss player for long. Adept gonna kill, does get a single ling kill. Nicely done, Adept. And actually wanders down here because those 3 lings are not enough to kill a single Adept. Especially if that's being microed. And look, especially if the Adept gets another ling kill for nothing. Psionic transfer. Here is the car chase heading on down, and this ling's going to die. Look. Oh no, cancel. The 2 lings come back for the juke back. Oh, brilliant indeed. Saving the wounded one, but that one, yes. So some pretty good micro there. Again, this reminds me of Brood War stuff. Back in the day, early, like vanilla StarCraft, not even Brood War released yet. There were games where pretty much it came down to who could do better with a single shuttle and a Reaver. And that was it. I mean, it was just some really hardcore, low unit micro type stuff. Macro wasn't quite as fast as it is in StarCraft 2. And so players did that, and sometimes games were just lost with that, like a tiny Dragoon type push or just some lings. 6 pools were much more effective than they are now. Overlord ends up getting exploded onto the ground there. Phoenix makes its presence known. Now, does Bly get up some Spore Crawlers? This is always something that interests me, is that professional players are less likely to get up those Spore Crawlers than players in like Silver or Bronze once they know there are Phoenix out. So I guess Bly is just trying to maximize his worker advantage. He's up 51 to 47, and if he made a few Spore Crawlers, he'd be even with the Protoss player. So maybe that's what he's worried about. Maybe that's what most pros are worried about. 2 Queens is good. I like the fact there are 2 Queens. A lair coming up now for Bly. In addition to what else? Is there a Roach Warren that I missed somewhere? No, just going straight ling. Straight ling, yo. droning up, trying to get Lings, and here come the Phoenix. See what happens when you don't get Spore Crawlers? You just lose drones. So, I mean, yes, congratulations, you didn't waste the drones earlier, but then you just lost 3 for no reason anyway. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe some pro can chime in and tell me why they wait so darn long to get those Spore Crawlers. Now they're coming up in at least these 2 bases. Not over here, though. 3 queens sitting in that mineral line should be enough to deal with this number of Phoenix, which is 3 with a 4th one coming to join the group. 2 robotics facilities coming up for ShoWTimE. APM for these players is over 200 for ShoWTimE and over 100 for Bly. He's not a crazy spammer as far as Zerg goes, but again, darn near effective as well, especially in these online games. Online ladder type games, online tournament games. Bly is very good indeed. 84 to 74 total supply. ShoWTimE macroing like a boss, like the boss that he is, the German player ShoWTimE. Doing fantastic. I like the Spore Crawler and the Queen combination. Once again, Queen count is looking really high, actually. 7 Queens out for Bly right now. He needs to deal with early harassment using Lings and Queens because he's going Quick Hydra and Spire. Whoa, so Spire and a Hydralisk Den. Does ShoWTimE see this stuff? Nope, doesn't see it. He has Phoenix, but he has, for some reason, not chosen to actually go into the main base and see what's going on from Bly. So I hope that doesn't come back to bite him. Because I know ShoWTimE has 1 or 2 fans on the channel. Let me hear you say, hey-o, if you like ShoWTimE. It's just a great name, too. Just, it kind of reminds me of, what does it remind me of? Pro wrestling, in some ways. Isn't there a wrestler named ShoWTimE or The Big Show or something like that? Maybe he's dead now. I don't know. Professional wrestlers die early and die young. It's kind of sad. Anyway, back to happy things. Lurker Den on the way, although if you're ShoWTimE, that's probably not happy. +1 attack as well for Bly, possibly working this into an Ultra type situation, but it's odd. Why would you get Lurkers and then get +1 attack? It is a mystery for sure. Immortals on the way, double pumped. Templar Archives coming up. Zealot legs. I like all these choices that ShoWTimE is making. Small group of Phoenix flying around has actually managed to kill 8 workers. Woo, ShoWTimE being aggressive there. It is 67 to 82 workers though. Bly letting that macro kick in. He's got 4 bases and 80 workers. Is that right? Yeah, it's 82. I couldn't believe it for a second there. Phoenix flying around trying to kill some more stuff, trying to get some Overlords. Losing one of the Phoenix to that Spore Crawler. Gets a kill. This Overlord did not come back home with the others. And unfortunately, he's trying to run the wrong direction to safety. Does get exploded. Its corpse falling off and landing down there because that's actually not an Eternal Abyss. That is just a lower level of this map. Had I ever realized that? I always figure if they're just wide openings that... No, that's just a lower level, huh? Learn something new every single day. Archons getting warped on in or consolidated on in. Some Corruptors flying around too. I like this from Bly, dealing with the Phoenix using Corruptor, an excellent choice. And here comes a small push from ShoWTimE. He's got Immortal, he has Archon, he has a Sentry for a few Force Fields, and an Adept with an Observer to kill some Creep Tumors. So here he comes, just making sure the creep spread doesn't get too out of control from his opponent Bly. Bly is getting an Infestation Pit. And again, still working on that +1 attack. And so it's not a mistake. I mean, he sees it. He knows what it is. And that's a big warping of a Templar and Zealots. Wow. Okay, so the Templar just morph into Archons. That's all we're really worried about right now. +1 attack has completed for the ground units for ShoWTimE. And +2 is just about to finish. I think Bly's waiting for that. He's waiting for that. Nope, he's going in anyway. All right, Spore Crawler down. Archons, what is here? We have Lurkers burrowing in. We have a lot of Queens, and we have Lings trying to come in. Lings trying to snipe down one of these Archons very quickly. Can they get it? No! They back on out. Both players just doing the dance a little bit here. ShoWTimE really wants to get this base, though. He should be able to get it. There's a lot of DPS here. That +2 has now finished for ShoWTimE. Here comes everybody for Bly, though. Again, no upgrades on the Hydras, no upgrades on the Lurkers. Might hurt him, and yeah, Bly just lost that 4th base for effectively nothing. Yes, Corruptors are in here sniping down a Nexus. Trying to get another one here, too. No! Clutch save! Clutch save the Nexus with 50 hit points. Ends up living. Can these guys finish it off? I bet they could. I don't know what they're doing. I guess there's some Lings pushing everybody back here. ShoWTimE just really threatening Bly right now. Sitting right up here on the creep, killing the Creep Tumors, sneaking on over to this 4th base to take it down. And here comes a Ling counterattack. They're trying to get rid of that Nexus. Can they get it? There are Zealots. There's Photon Overcharge. The Lings. Good Force Fields, though. Are there enough Lings to take down the Nexus? No! No! 25 hit points remaining. The Corruptors, can they get in there and get it? I know Bly wants to kill that base so bad. In revenge for this one that he lost. He did kill the 2nd base, which is great, which is very nice indeed, but no, wasn't able to do anything else. What? Why isn't ShoWTimE? I don't know, man. That is the lowest hit point total of a Nexus I've seen where it didn't die. That's amazing. 25 hit points there. Trying to get it with that Caustic Spray, and does end up sniping it down. Oh, losing a Corruptor or 2 for it. Maybe every Corruptor will die for it, but that's a fair trade. Oh, ShoWTimE. Not looking good, man. Losing 2 bases here. Yes, you killed 1 base of the Zerg, but it's 183 to 165 total supply. Army supply 113 to 94 and 70 to 70 on that worker supply too. So pretty darn even game, although once again, Bly not really defending this base. So I guess a lot of his supply was sucked into those Corruptors that were busy on the other side of the map, but there goes the hatch very quickly indeed. And checking for another base down here that they can kill, there's a small group of Lings that might actually just run to their own deaths, and they do, because Lings are dumb. And trying to expand here, there's a cancel. Bly may try to make that thing happen, but does that Zealot know that it's here? Well, it does now. Goodbye, drone. Oh, it tried to cancel that, then tried to rebuild it, did Bly. That was odd indeed. And here's another base that Bly's trying to take. He's trying to expand here at the 10-minute mark like a madman, trying to throw down this hatch once more. Cancels it. And this Queen Lurker combination seems good, but what else do we need from Bly? He's getting a Greater Spire. Okay, more Lurkers. Muscular Augments, +2 melee attack. Why on earth is he getting +2 melee if he's not planning on going Ultras? That's what I would like to know. Perhaps he will show me his ways. Double Stargate coming up. Did he see the Greater Spire? No, he saw the Spire, so I'm not sure why he's going Tempest. He is. He's making Tempest, getting +1 air weapons too. Maybe he just assumes Broodlords from Bly based on previous games here. Trying to spread that creep once again. A bunch of Speedlings come in. They have the upgrades, which is good, but Speedlings I just feel like are such a small part of the army. Another base sniped down. That one doesn't even get canceled. Bly just loses that straight up, so ShoWTimE is up 198 to 175. Total supply. Some Lurker Spines are here. He does not want to walk into Lurker Spines. Protoss players have learned that lesson time and time again. Do not do it. Do not walk into Lurkers. Make them come to you. Have Phoenix to lift them. That's always a great idea. Another base coming up for ShoWTimE. So it's going to be a 5 basing Protoss versus a 3 basing Zerg. In just a minute here at the 12-minute mark, what on earth is Bly going to do to make this thing happen? He's got Broodlords. He's got Vipers. That might be enough, actually. Broodlords would absolutely destroy this composition here. Too many Zealots, too many Immortals. Yes, there are some Archons, but their range is not great. 3. Broodlords should be able to shell this back into the Stone Age if they want to. Can Bly get them down to that side of the map is the question. Is the question without dying. Spore Crawlers tossing up. A lot of Hydras, a lot of Queens. This is the most Queens I've seen in a while. 12 Queens from Bly. Trying to take a base once again. That Zealot was watching it and actually got killed instead of holding watch. +3 attack on the way. Adrenal Glands coming up too. Not getting any armor at all is Bly. No ground carapace. No flying carapace. Just making a lot of Lings. Here comes another attempted push by ShoWTimE. He's got that 4th base is up and running. He has no workers at it yet, but he's getting cannons and pylons and doing what he needs to do to make a hidden cannon down here. Pushing up once again, and there are the Broodlords. Broodlords raining down from above. ShoWTimE says, I don't have enough Tempest yet. What was that? Getting some shots off are the Tempest. They do extra damage versus biological air. Is that actually what that is, what that says? Versus massive. That's what it is. So their air-to-air versus massive is good. Really good. So it is Broodlords, it is battle cruisers, it is carriers, exactly the things that Tempests are made to deal with. They're good against Liberators too, even though Liberators are not those those massive units, but still pretty darn fantastic. So it is a Broodlord Queen composition, which haven't seen for a while. I'm going to be honest here. These Phoenix are trying to kill them. This is a lot of Hydras though mixed in. Good transfuse. Here come the Hydras. No upgrades on those guys at all. +3 attack for the Lings. And again, the Ling run by is trying to do stuff. Cannons, Photon Overcharge, taking care of those pretty darn easily. Expanding twice. Again, here is Bly. Bly with a Broodlord tech switch may have taken the lead and the momentum in this game. Coming in, sacrificial Zealots. ShoWTimE just freeing up supply there. Revelation tossed on everybody by that Oracle. Excellent, excellent decision indeed. And here we go. We can probably snipe down that Oracle. Nope. Tempests are focusing down the Broodlords. Getting one. No Transfuse keeping it alive. No. Transfuses again. Broodlords storms on everything. Feedback's going down. Archons trying to go up. Lurkers trying to burrow in. Using that Yoink ability. Abduct to try to snipe down an Archon. They do get it. And they manage to get a Tempest for it as well. Broodlings raining down fire. There are still a few here. Another Yoink on the Tempest. Tempest doesn't manage to get back to safety. The Hydra is trying to snipe it down. No, they get the Tempest. They get the Tempest. How many Lurkers are burrowed here? The answer is a lot. A lot. A lot. The Tempests are trying to take down as many Broodlords as possible. The Transfusers are coming strong and fast from Bly. Archons mixed in here too to try to save the Tempest. Tempest just indiscriminately firing right now, going after whatever they can. Broodlords are darn near still alive here. Still a whole bunch of them. That base looks like it might fall. Yes, indeed it is. It is going to fall. Does manage to take it down. Okay, I'm calling it a little bit early, but I just don't see how this thing is going to live. The Broodlings are actually changing targets, and there it goes. The Nexus does end up falling there. Reinforcing units, Vipers and Lings getting mixed on in here too. The Lurkers are getting sniped down by these Immortals, getting on in, and Tempest keep falling, but I don't know that it really matters. Zealots taking down this attempted expansion by Bly. They're going to probably take this one down as well. These guys do have the +3 attack and +1 armor. Small attempt at a Lurker to try to sneak in here, but he gets taken down by the cannon and the Zealot defense. That is here. ShoWTimE up 171 to 128 total supply. Goodbye, Overseer. And the Zealots, can they get this hatch before the Lings take them down? Lings, again, do have the +3 attack. And no, the Lings save the hatchery. The Lings making the most of it there. Income tab 62 to 55. ShoWTimE still has that lead. Yes, he lost his 4th base. That's the 3rd Nexus that he's lost in this game. Muta's going to go ahead and take out this Warp Prism that warped in the Zealots. And here comes the Muta tech switch from Bly. How does ShoWTimE deal with this thing? He has Tempest. They're not good. I guess you can kill with some rallying Mutalisks if you want. And another attempt at a Ling attack run by here. Lings taking down an Assimilator. Lings gonna deal with this warping of Zealots again fairly darn easily, but these Zealots are not warping in. This base taking some shots. Hatchery definitely gonna fall here too. Bly gonna lose his 2nd hatch to the aggression from ShoWTimE. Now the Mutas are flying in. There are Phoenix. There are Archons. There's Photon Overcharge. Can they snipe down that Mothership core? Very easily they do. Taking some shots, though. These Phoenix, again, staying out of range, just slowly trying to whittle away at this Phoenix ball that is much, much bigger. Chasing these guys around is proving to be a tiring effort. And they do manage to take out 1 Phoenix there. Nicely done. Mutaflot getting pretty darn big indeed. 24 Mutas with another one on the way, but just pushing up with the army. Bly is losing another hatch here. These guys do not care about the Mutas. Going to basically play defense here with the Archons, which is actually doing pretty well. That's a lot of dead Mutas thus far. Pushing up again here. Another attack down here on Lings. And a Parasitic Bomb being used. Actually staying in there. Blinding Cloud too, possibly on that Archon. Mutaflock a lot smaller than it used to be. Down to 14. Archon sniped down. More and more Mutas here on the way, but just marching up without a care in the world here is ShoWTimE. He is killing everything, and that's it. Bly with the GG. Bly was defeated. ShoWTimE victorious, and Bly has left the game. Yeah, I mean, there were still some Mutas here, but he just kept losing them to those Phoenix. Phoenix had the upgrades right here. +1 attack, 11 damage versus light, weapon speed 0.79, enough to deal with the Mutalisks. There are some cannons. The Vipers got some parasitic bombs off, didn't do enough, though. The Lings did manage to take down that base, but in the end, I think Bly recognized he was down, let's see, 55 to 43 Harvesters, down 172 to 83 total supply, 117 to 38 army supply. All that he pretty much had were 5 Mutalisks and 3 Vipers versus all the stuff you see up there from ShoWTimE. So, well played indeed today by ShoWTimE. What the heck was that button? That was the wrong button. We're back. Anyway, well played by ShoWTimE, well played by Bly, but today ShoWTimE takes the victory all the way home to Germany. All right, that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what is on, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.